Morning YouTube, Cello Ben here for day 4 of the 100 days of practice. Today I'm going to be looking at a small little solo in Ravel's Valse, which I'm going to be playing starting today. There's a program that I'm a part of that's coming up that I'm principal for the second half. So the two pieces on the second half each have little solo sections, so I need to make sure that I'm prepared on those. A lot of times these orchestral solos are sort of a different mentality that you have to get into than any other kind of exposed playing. You know, if you're playing a sonata, you and the pianist will likely sort of make some eye contact and decide when you're both ready to start. If you're playing a concerto, you'll probably give the conductor a little nod. But in these kind of soli that come just within a passage, there's no time to, or there's not, you don't get to dictate how much time you wait or get set up or ready to go. And you just have to be ready like that. So my goal this morning is to make sure that this solo in La Valse is bulletproof. So here's how it goes. Sorry. Now this, I mean, I've been practicing this solo for a while to make sure that it's on the right track, but I noticed that I made a mistake that I don't usually make, which is that I didn't go over to the D string for this last little rundown, which I need to in order to get the glissando properly. So I'm going to write a Roman numeral 2 in there, and I'm going to try again from that. There we go. Okay, so it's a pretty short solo, but it has some pitfalls. Let's look first at the sort of third bar of it. I've got this leap of a fifth up, and in order to make it really musical, I don't want to do that twice, that slide. I don't want to... Rather, I'd like to get my thumb there and do a big stretch. So, especially for somebody like me who has really small hands, it is a big stretch, so I have to, number one, make sure there's not any tension, and number two, make sure that I do have the right interval down there. So it's tending a little sharp right now, so I need to think about this hand shape that's more expanded. Better, but a little bit rocky. Okay, so intonation is another thing along with phrasing that I want to look at. Obviously this is in the context of a waltz. It's a really delightful passage and it has to have that uplifting lilt to it and just the sense of up. So one way to get that is to really go for the downbeats. But at the end of a lot of these bars in the third beat, Ravel writes a hairpin down, a little decrescendo. So I can't go to that. I can't go to those first beats by way of dynamic crescendo. I have to rather go to them by way of character. So he starts it out mezzo piano and he writes expressif. Sorry, my French pronunciation is not good. Expressif. Expressive. So I don't want to be too loud, but I want to be able to project. Sorry. See, I'm doing crescendi there, and I'm a little tight, so let me try and loosen up. Sorry. Oftentimes, if you have these little hairpins down, you do want to start a little bit louder so you have room to go down. I don't want to do it too extremely, but I want to see what I can do. I crescendoed in that first one again. And I need more of a gliss there, because there is a gliss written in. So this last leap down, there's no gliss written in, so I want to try to avoid one as much as I can. So what I think I'll do is go from 3 to 2 and try to do kind of a hidden shift. There we go. Also, one little thing that I messed up earlier that you may have noticed, I played a wrong note on the first gliss down, and that's because I closed my eyes trying to block things out and just be in my own headspace. So note to self, don't do that when it's a rehearsal or the concert, because I don't want to risk hitting the wrong note. So let me try this one more time from the top. I'm still getting a little bit of gliss in there. So now I need to try and approach it but still have vibrato. No, I don't want to cross over because it's an F down there, and that's a major wolf tone on my cello. So I need to just keep sort of a larger motion going and not try to do the vibrato from the hand, try to do it from the forearm. That was too wide. Now I just got to try to avoid that gliss a little more. Better. One more time from the top, we'll see how it goes, and then I'll tell you what my next steps are that I'm going to take off camera. Okay, so my next steps are, well, my first next step is going to be working on intonation. Like I said in a recent video, downshifting is my Achilles heel of playing, so I need to solidify that even more. And then I also need to, I've been getting this stretch, but I don't feel secure on it, so the next step is, after that, is solidifying that stretch, and then continuing to work on the phrasing and making sure that my vibrato is rich but fits into the style, and making sure that I don't do unnecessary glissandi. I'm trying to make these videos shorter. I'm still at 10 minutes it seems, but hopefully at some point I'll be able to get them to a more digestible 5 or so. I hope you've enjoyed it though. If you have, please feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for day 5. Have a super Wednesday.